The market pulls back as expected in Wave 2, but has the selling stopped? Find out next on Invest with Jacob. All right, guys, so as expected, we raced up to the 4740 region, then started our Wave 2 of 3 pullback. Hopefully this will set us up for Wave 3 of 3 that will start the rally towards the 4900 region. The selling was fairly strong today, and the NQ did not look good, but the bulls did step in at support and have held it there for now. However, they do need to find a bounce up out of this area soon or risk losing the market to the downside. Now, I'll get into that in just one second. But first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, it's late. I'm in my Christmas gear here, my ugly sweater. I don't know if you can see it here. And I did Christmas festivities with my daughter tonight. We had a lot of fun. So I'm going to keep this update very short and to the point. So let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, here we are on the 5-minute futures chart. And as you can see, they raced it up towards that 4740 all-time high area and then sold it off swiftly all through the day yesterday. And now they bounced it at the end of the day. They came back and tested it in the overnight. They bounced it up a little bit, and now they're coming back to test that low a third time. And I think they might push through here, given that they're going to test it again after such a short bounce. At this point, the bulls need to find support, and their first level of defense comes in at the 764 retracement, which is 4635.50. If they can't hold that, we can find support at 4620. It actually says 4618 on the chart, but I like whole numbers, so I'm going to say 4620. In that area, it needs to find support. That's a 50% retrace of the entire move up, and it's still above the bottom and the bottom of Wave 2. So it's a valid place to hold, and that would be our last line of defense. If 4620 breaks and they push through, then it's very likely we're going to break this low here at 45.96 and push lower. So let's talk about what happens if we move up before I get into what happens if we break the low. So if we're able to hold support and bounce, okay, the first thing we want to do is take out this spike high right here at about 46.76, 77 area. So essentially, we want to push it up over 46.80 to give us an indication that the low is in place. And then to confirm that, what we really want to look for, guys, is a break through the pivot. Remember, the pivot is the 618 and 764 extensions of Wave 1 and 2, which come in at 47.33 and 47.65. So if they can push it up through 47.65 and out the other side of the pivot, then it becomes very likely we are in the rally towards that 4900 region and in Wave 3 of 3. So that's what we're looking for to the upside. A hold of support, a break of 4680 to confirm that, or give us a good idea that a low's in. We never get to confirm a low's in, but that gives us a pretty strong idea that a low is in. And then we got to push through the pivot up at 47.65. We do that, and it becomes very bullish very quickly. Now, for the downside, if they break support, if they can't hold 46.35 or 46.20, okay, then it's very likely we take out this low. And there is a bullish structure, and then there's a bearish structure. So let's talk about the bullish option first, and then we'll talk about the bearish option, because the bearish option is pretty simple. Down we go. So in the bullish option, I talked about how I didn't like this structure, how there's not a complete 5 here. This whole ABC I don't like. It's just not a very clean structure, and it really counts pretty well, okay, if we move this 5 over here and we move this 1 over here like this, and this bigger 2 down into this box here. Okay, this is the 618 or 764 retrace of this whole move up, and that would be a landing spot for a Wave 2 down off of a bigger Wave 1. So from this low over here off the screen up to the top to this 4740 area could count as all of Wave 1, and it gives us a really nice Wave 5 and a complete structure, which I like much better than this kind of mess over here. So that is a valid option for this. We would get a very deep Wave 4 pullback. This Wave 4 would come down over here now, and then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to complete Wave 1 of this structure, and then we would count 2 down and then look for 1, 2 setup and 3 at that point. So that's the next bullish option, is holding this 45.88 to 45.52 area as a bigger Wave 2, and then start Wave 3, okay, from there. As it stands right now, we're trying to start Wave 3 right now, counting this as 1 of Wave 3 and 2 of Wave 3. and the alternate would be this being all of big wave 1, this being all of bigger wave 2, and then starting that 1, 2 all over again for wave 3. So that is our bullish scenario if they break this low right here at 45.96. The bearish scenario, pretty simple. That means that they don't hold this, they break through this 45.52 area, and at that point, it's pretty likely we're headed lower in wave 4, and we'll just have to see what kind of structure we get to get a target, but a minimum would be 4,500 to 4,400 because we got so many spikes over here. It would just take a minute to go through that structure and kind of reconfigure where that target for that bigger wave 4 would be, and that is the bearish count. So just to recap real quickly, our immediate bullish count is holding support at 46.35 down to 46.20, as low as that. If 46.20 breaks, it's very likely we at least visit this box, which is 45.88 down to 45.52, okay? And if this breaks, then it looks like we're headed lower in a bigger down move. If we are able to hold support, then we need to take out 46.80 and then move through the top of the pivot, which is at 47.65.50, and that gives us a pretty strong confirmation that we're in wave 3 of 3 and starting the rally towards 4,900. Guys, if you like the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to get in my Facebook group. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link. Okay, it'll take you over to Facebook. Now, to get in my group, you do have to get approved, and the only thing I ask is that you subscribe to this YouTube channel. So go ahead and click that subscribe button down below, become part of this community, and I will get you into the Facebook group. To get the most out of this part of the group, hit this feature tab right here. Okay, scroll down a little bit, you'll see my documented trades. It's everything we've traded on the channel since it started, and then you'll see a link to my Slack channel. Now, Slack is just a free chat channel, and I am on there all day during real-time market hours giving real-time market updates, giving out my buy and sell alerts, answering all of your questions. It's a great group of traders from the very beginner to the very expert, and it is an awesome place to learn or improve your trading. Okay, so come on over, guys. Let's make some money together. Okay, guys, key takeaways for today. We are watching support like a hawk. Remember, first level 46.35.50 on the ES March contract. Then it's down to 46.20 ES as our last line of defense to keep the immediate bullish count alive. If 46.20 breaks, we are likely looking lower into this 45.88 to 45.52 box at a minimum. If that holds, then we would look for a setup higher from there. But if that breaks, we are looking at a much bigger setup, and targets will have to be determined based on the structure we get going into that going through that box. All right, guys, it is the weekend. We are going into next week being Christmas week. Let's hope they find the Santa rally here and shoot this higher and give everybody a nice big bonus for Christmas. That is the market update for today. I will talk to you next week.